How would you like to improve your French just like that before the end of this video? If you would like that, keep watching. I'm Angèle Preto, and on this channel we talk about what it really takes to learn French, become fluent, and live your best life as a French speaker. I am so excited to share this trick with you today. It is something that I have only shared with my coaching clients so far, and each time I give this trick to a client, I can hear the improvement in their French immediately, like this. Their French gets much better just by applying this trick. It's a little bit of a mindset shift too, but I promise you it doesn't hurt and it's really instant. First, let's see if I can guess where you're at right now. Assuming that you have been studying French for a while, you probably run into this issue. So you know some French, but when you're trying to speak, you just can't make the sentences that you want to make. Your French skills are just not up to speed with the complexity of your thoughts. Some of my clients say that they feel they have the language skills of a 5-year-old in French, and that's really frustrating because you don't want to speak like a 5-year-old. You want to be the adult that you are and express the adult thoughts that you have. It is absolutely normal to struggle when you are at a lower intermediate level and you want to make complex sentences to express yourself. A little bit like the sentences that I'm using right now. Right now, I'm not using today's trick because I am past this stage as a learner. My English is now fluent and I can make complex sentences, but it wasn't always like that. But what do you do if you are not there yet and you can't make long, complex sentences just yet? Obviously, it's not a good idea to give up because if you give up, you'll never make progress, right? And you also don't want to sound like a child or like you're stupid, which is something that my clients also say. So you don't want to give up or sound like a child or sound stupid. So what do you do? I feel you. It's an issue that every single language learner has or has had at some point. All of my clients have had it, and I've also had it in every single language that I have learned. You will be happy to know that there is a simple trick that you can start using right now to solve this issue. So you can't make complex sentences. This means that you will have to express yourself in simple sentences. So far, so good, right? Here's a question. In English first, can you explain your job or your hobby or a challenge that you are facing in very simple words? Sure you can. If a child walked up to you at work and asked, "Hey, what are you doing?" you would be able to explain it to them more or less, right? If you have ever spoken or explained something to a child, then you know how to make simpler sentences, even if the topic is really complex. If you have children, I'm sure you're doing this all the time. So this is a trick that I give to my clients when I see them struggling to express complex thoughts and they feel like their language skills is not up to speed and they would need to speak like a 5-year-old. Don't speak like a 5-year-old. Don't speak as if you were a 5-year-old. Speak as if I was a 5-year-old. Imagine that the person you are speaking to can only understand very simple sentences, a little bit like a child, and break your ideas down into very simple, short sentences, like a few words per sentences. I will just try it right now. So I will explain today's concept in very simple sentences in English, so you see what it looks like. Your French is not good. You can't express complex things. You need an easy solution. Here is one. Break your complex ideas into simple ones. Express one simple idea at a time. Every sentence is a simple idea. So you see that when you do it this way, the language becomes much simpler, and I'm pretty sure, depending on how good your French is yet, if you have some level of French, you are able to do this in French. You can just try it next time that you talk to someone in French, and I'm sure it will work well for you. And I want you to know that it is okay, and in fact it is a good strategy to rely on the words that you do know and to swap complex ideas or complex words for simpler ones that means roughly the same thing. Because what you want is to communicate the general meaning, not necessarily the small nuances, especially if you cannot express complex thoughts and you cannot communicate the small nuances just yet. Strive to communicate the general meaning first with simple words, and then you can build up your way to more complex sentences later as you become more advanced in French. You will make so much more progress if you practice speaking right now with simpler words and simple idea and using what you know, rather than if you try to learn all the words first and then get to speak, which generally never happens. So you will make so much more progress if you go out and speak with what you know, because that's how you get better. And then you will build up the skills little by little. If you have learned something in this video, please click like and share it with your friends. And if you would like some help to learn French, you can work with me one-on-one, or you can join my group program, the French Fluency Accelerator. All the links are in the description, so make sure to check them out if that's something you'd like. I will be back next Monday with some more efficient French learning tips, so if you appreciate great advice to learn French, become fluent, and live your best life as a French speaker, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click the little bell icon so you don't miss a video. My name is Angel Preto, and I will see you next Monday. Thank you for watching.